long time no see. So a lot has happened in the past, 4 months, basically, since I recorded or uploaded a video. Okay, that's a lie. I recorded 2 videos. The first one, I stopped halfway through. The second one, the footage corrupted, and I couldn't get it into my editor app thing. So I had to ditch the entire idea. So now it's Thanksgiving break, I figured I might as well do an update video, tell you guys what I'm doing, and finally post on my freaking channel. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna put up what my schedule looks like, probably right here. And then I'm gonna go through each of the individual classes and show you the supplies that I have for them, books, binders, all my progress so far, and tell you guys about my class and what my current grade is. My first class is neuroscience. Now this probably won't be helpful to most high schoolers because my school is the only high school in the entire country that offers neuroscience as a class, at least the only public one. I'm not sure about private schools. These are the materials that I have. This is my notebook. I have just a normal spiral one subject one. It's from Excel. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, I really love it. It's, first of all, beautiful color. And second, it has this little folder in the front of it so you can hold diagrams and stuff. Two-sided. So yeah, I just have a couple diagrams, just like labeling of the brain. This one has come up on like 3 tests, I swear. Inner ear, study guides, a lab that we did when we dissected the sheep eye. That was really cool. I just have these little stickies on the side of it that label the set of chapters that we're doing. I guess they're units. She makes all the tests herself, and it's only 5 of us in the class. The first 3 units were from our textbook mostly, and the textbook we used was Essential Neuroscience, the 3rd edition by Siegel and Sapru. Probably mispronounced that. I'm having to say every scene like 3 times because it might be my first sponsor, but it's still only my 2nd energy drink I've ever had. So I think I'm finally starting to like spaz out, even though I drank it over a period of like 3 hours. But yeah, I think I'm finally trying this. This was good for the basics, but the main purpose of our class is to prepare for a competition that we partake in, which is the Brain Bee. We have a lot to learn. Most of the Brain Bee, at least at the regional and state level, is based off of 2 PDFs, which I keep in this little like spirally binder thing. I absolutely love it and 100% recommend. I'm probably gonna use this for like all of my classes next year because it only is as big as you need it, and it's totally expandable. And the rings are pretty big. It comes in 1 subject, which is this, and 5 subject one. And it comes with a ton of notebook paper. I use brain facts and science of the brain. They kind of overlap in the chapters, but each one has information in it that the other one doesn't. After the Brain Bee in February, we're going to spend the rest of the semester and the year working on a research paper of any neuro disease or thing of our choice. So she has us take independent notes by ourselves, and then every like week and a half we have a test over units. And seriously, it was so unpredictable and hard at first to get through her test. Before I move on to next class, my grade currently in neuroscience is like an 87, and I'm so peeved at myself because I believe that I could get it higher. That's a 1. And now we've got a 2, which is calculus. I just have this big binder. I think it's a 1.5 inch. It might be 2. It's probably 2. But yeah, my friend in my neuroscience class wrote Ice Cream Life, and I was like, what better place to put it than my blank calc binder? I have a really organized system. I found these awesome tab dividers. They have all the numbers on them already. We either have 7 or 9 units, so it's perfect. I just keep a few pieces of notebook paper at the front for bell ringers, and then for each unit, my teacher, what she does, I'll get a big thick one to show you. She gives us a unit packet, generally about this thick, literally just full all this calc stuff in it. Since there's so many notes and problems in here, we don't have to use our own notebook paper a lot unless we want to take extra notes. And all the homework's in here and stuff. My grade in there right now is, I believe, an 88, rounded to an 88. I'm going to put this away before I actually have another mental breakdown. At least I haven't had one in the past week and a half, right? At least I haven't had one in the past week, right? So the next one is a little more flexible. Next is Latin. I just have a one subject notebook for this. It's only got 70 sheets. And I also used this last year for Latin too. So the way that my school works is we don't have an actual Latin teacher on campus. So I use my computer to take access class where I've learned Latin on there for the past 3 years. And I just write down like the important grammar stuff in here, vocab for the most part. I'll write it down and I'll also make a Quizlet generally. I made a goal for myself to get a 92 in there at least for the semester. And I was hovering at a 91.5.6. Then I got a 2-question quiz. It was only worth 10 points, but I got a 30 on it. And my grade is now a 91.13, I think. So, my last class of 8A is AP Lang, and I have this binder. I think it's a 1.5 inch, might be 2. But as you can see, I have a crap ton of stuff to hole punch. Actually, one of them is like a pre-ACT test that we took. The way that my teacher teaches, it's completely focused on acing the ACT and acing the AP Lang. So we do tons of essays, a mind-numbing amount of essays. Instead of giving us, maybe 80 minutes to write an essay at first. I'm talking so fast, I might as well be James Charles. We just started at 45 after no instruction on how to do it. I probably could have done with a 1-inch binder. I'll probably move all of this into a 1-inch binder and reuse this one for a class that needs binder next year. I have a few pages of notes that we took off of YouTube videos. Not her lecture, of course. YouTube videos. I'm still dying inside, so. My grade in English right now is a 91.3. It used to be a B, but I've been doing really well on my essays and stuff. So I've pulled myself up to an A, and I'm super proud of myself for that. The next class is A Push, AP US History. I have a 2-inch binder that I'm definitely going to need and not have to switch out of. I have a few papers that I need to hole punch. But yeah, I used the really cool 1 through 10 numbered ones again. I think we have 9 units, so that's really good. It's perfect for this class. Yeah, I just got syllabus in the front, and then each unit has their own little space. And again, in this class, we get packets, but unlike my calc class, they're really thin. They're generally about this big. For my school, at least, AP World was a ton of lecture. Almost every class was a lecture class. And that's the same here, honestly. There are a few more videos and stuff. I just like to write down what I can, and then I highlight the really, really important stuff. And I kind of make my notes really silly. We're working on period 5 right now, which is 1844 to 1877, expansion and division. We have 83 vocab terms to do. In A Push right now, I believe I have a 92. Yeah, I think I have a 92.2 something because I've been doing pretty well on my tests. And now we move from A Push to literal hell. Therapeutic services. Our nurse, who is a teacher, is just the worst kind of person ever. I literally hate her. We have 90 minutes in a class, and she's always going on. She spends the first 5 minutes telling us how we have so much to do today, and we're getting so far behind, we have to hurry, have to do a lot today. And then she will literally talk for 60 to 70 minutes about nothing. It's either stuff that she's doing in her other class that we don't have to learn until next year for health science internship, or she will talk about her family, or something that's not really health related, or something health related that we don't have to know, or her diet, or her pesto, or something. I don't know, but oh my goodness. For this class, I have 5 tab dividers and a 1-inch. I have a 1.5-inch binder. First one is for bell ringers, which we don't even do that often because she talks through most of it. Next one is class notes, but I think we've taken 2 pages of notes, and it is November 23rd. Third one is for worksheets, and the only one we got, and we've only gotten one. It's thick, but we only got one true worksheet, and it's from the 12th of August. literally only one. Skill sheet. Now, the fourth one and the one I use most is skill sheets. We do so many skills in this class to prepare us for when we go to the hospital. There's hand washing, hand gel, don and doff gloves, body mechanics for general and wheelchair safety. And then the last one is AV/movie/guest speaker. And wow, would you look at that? We have one thing, a chart that we had to make and never got tested on or anything. In therapeutics right now, I believe I have a 94, but that's because we do nothing. And then she tried to almost fail me on one of my checkoffs. Even though I did everything perfectly except for two things, she tried to fail me for it, so I only have a 94 instead of like a 98 or something. This class is really useless, and I'm going to go to the hospital and I will kill someone. And I don't even have a medical degree or a college degree yet, so that's just... I hate this woman. B3 is chemistry. I have another one of those Excel notebooks, one subject from Staples. I use this one, it kind of ripped right there. I use this one to hold my composition notebook, which has not even been used once. I've taken a good amount of notes in this class, so at least it won't be a total waste. But I might take AP Chem next year, and she's also the AP Chem teacher, so I might get to use this again. I try in this class, like I really do, but she doesn't try very hard at all. So I feel like a huge failure, but it's fine. I have an 82 in chemistry right now. In sure, it's an honors class, but that's only a 0.5, and I did not get 98, so it's not going to bounce out to an A, and I need to talk to my teacher, because I'm so stressed about that. An 80 freaking 2. I can't even remember the last time I had an 82 in class, and it stayed that way for more than 1 week. And we go from the hell that is chemistry to my last class, which is a whole story in and of itself. This class makes me so mad. I can't get mad at it. Like, the first day of class, my teacher tells us, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to learn about writing, we're going to learn how to write research papers, and we're going to learn how to do experiments. And then at the beginning of the second 9 weeks, we're going to start a research project with our CrossFit class and a lot of sample students, a lot of control students. And we're going to see whether a healthy diet that he puts them on and exercise is a lot better for your health. Like how much better it is with actual blood tests, cholesterol tests, stuff like that. And I'm like, holy crap, this is so exciting. I can't wait for that. And then 2 weeks in, our teacher gets diagnosed with cancer. And she had to get surgery. She was gone for a month. And then she had to start immunotherapy. And then she was gone for like a month because of side effects and stuff. And so we were still making progress. I hated that we weren't getting behind in our learning for the class, and it was going to push us back. Because, you know, I was really there. I really wanted to do that research project because it was probably going to get published in a paper. It was going to be a high school thing in paper, and I couldn't wait. But she got the cancer, and she had horrible side effects, so we wrote research papers. First, I wrote a research paper on a certain kind of diet. I can't remember what it was, honestly. I didn't really find it that important. But then, the neuroscience teacher, actually, who teaches a lot of other classes, she assigned us a research paper where we had to research any type of disease that we wanted. And I chose Alzheimer's. I wrote an 8-page paper on it, and I'm so proud of it. I did that 3 weeks ago. I was the first one to do it. I was one of 5 people in the 25-person class who did it on time. And we still don't have our grades in. It's fine. We've been in the second 9 weeks for 6 weeks now. We've completed either 6 or 7. And we have 0 grades in that class. I did a paper. I wrote an 8-page paper. I did a poster presentation. And I have done 2 worksheets and taken a test. Well, a quiz in there. And I have 0 grades. So I can't tell you what my grade is in that class because there is none. There is no grade in that class. Anyway, in a folder we have a couple worksheets that we started before she got sick and never finished, never came back to. And then I have, we have like all of these case studies that we had to read before we got assigned the papers. And those are ones that she didn't ask us to, didn't ask us to turn in, so I did them for no reason. I printed out my paper, and then we finally started taking notes with our perma-sub. Our teacher, she isn't healthy enough right now, since she's still going through the immunotherapy. She isn't healthy enough to teach a class by herself, and she has like 4 different classes. And I also have another composition college-ruled notebook in here, which is a beautiful color. We have 2 pages of notes right here. A third. Nothing else. Nothing else. why do I have the feeling I'm never going to use this notebook for the rest of the class, and I am almost wasted the entire thing. So this is my junior year so far. 5 binders, 3 spiral notebooks, and a textbook. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe. If you have any ideas, please leave a comment down below, and I will probably take your suggestions because I'm going to run out of ideas soon, and I might go another 4 months without uploading. Have a nice day or night, and I will see you next time. Bye.